All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Tonight, we are in Charleville Castle in Ireland.
Charleville Castle was built in 1800. All of the Earls of Charleville were Grand Master Masons. There is a lot of secrecy around it and what exactly they got up to. Very much a heavy energy in there. People feel it's, something that can be quite dark.
It was like a growl noise.
Yeah, I don't really know what that was.
Holy, what was that? Someone just shushed me.
What the hell was that? And that sounded like a voice from that room right there. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Tonight, we are in Charleville Castle in Ireland.
Guys, this is our last spot in Ireland for this leg of the trip. We're about to go to the UK, but I'm excited to get inside this place. It has a crazy history, which we're about to get into it with you guys. But I don't know, this is such an imposing place. It looks like something out of Disney.
Yeah, 2 nights in a row, 2 different haunted castles. This one is much, much bigger than Leap Castle. We have a bunch of different areas we want to hit here, including a little special spot down in the basement that we're going to be doing a solo in. I'm very, very excited to get in here. I've known about this place forever, since Scariest Places on Earth, way back in the day. So let's get in there, let's do this history, and see what Charleville has for us tonight.
And huge thank you to the Charleville Heritage Fund and all the volunteers for facilitating this, because they keep this place running. So come check it out, take a history tour, do some paranormal stuff, because it keeps this place running.
Yes, let's get in there, let's meet them, let's do the history, let's talk to ghosts.
Do it.
My name is Samantha and I am one of the volunteer tour guides at Charleville Castle. I specialise in the paranormal side of things here at Charleville, and I've been here since 2011, so quite a while. I've seen quite a lot of stuff, and I'd like to think I have become friends with them over time. Charleville Castle was built in 1800. They laid the first foundation stone on the 8th of November 1800, and it took them 14 years to build the castle to its entirety. It is several floors, and it was built by the Bury family to be their summer home. When you have a lot of money, this is what a summer home looks like. So it's the Bury family who maintain the residence for all of their lifetime. So they become the Earls of Charleville. There are 5 Earls in total, and the first 4 are all called Charles. It's very convenient. And the last one is poor Alfred. Now, Charles the First, who built the castle, he had a very colourful death. He died on Halloween night in actually the house in Dover in England. And he was seen here a half an hour after his passing, walking the avenue back towards the castle by a servant who was on the way home. So from the beginning, Charleville has had a unique history and unique connection with the afterlife, and it just came from there. So the second Earl, he's not seen so much. He didn't really love the place as much. He put it into bankruptcy. So it was his son, the third Earl, who came along and pulled it back out of the red. He invested a lot more money, let's just say, in the property, brought it back up in standing. He made Charleville back into a family home and a place that was loved. He hosted a lot of balls in this particular ballroom, and so a lot of the activity that happens in here we attribute to him and his parties, especially around the Christmas time and into January when he hosted the tenantry. So very much loved and beloved by the people who lived and worked in Tullamore. His, unfortunately, is where the real tragedy starts in the line. He moved in here with his wife Arabella, and there are 5 children. So unfortunately, when the youngest baby Emily was just 8 months old, we think, his wife Arabella contracted scarlatina, which is a type of scarlet fever, and she passed away here at the castle. And unfortunately, 2 years after his wife passed away, he too succumbed to what people say was a broken heart, and he died here at the castle. And that left all 5 children here and orphaned. And so it was his brother Alfred and his wife Emily who stepped in to take over the care of the children. The eldest son Charles, not quite being 21 yet, and you had to be 21 to inherit the earldom and the titles of the estate. So time needed to pass until he could take over control. And unfortunately, in that time, quite a lot of tragedy befell Charleville. 2 years after the third Earl's death, Lady Harriet very famously fell from the main staircase in the hallway. And 2 years after that, her brother Charles passed away, and it was just one tragedy after another. So they had a really tough time of it. So when Charles the fourth Earl, when he does, just before he passes, he takes over the earldom. He gets the earldom at 21, and then he decides to go on a world tour on a holiday. And he's in Staten Island in New York when he's taken ill, and he has to find land because he's on a ship. So he finds land, and unfortunately he passes away while he's there. So he just gets just over the year as the fourth Earl of Charleville before his uncle Alfred, the man who had raised all the children, stepped in. He becomes the fifth and final Earl of Charleville. He gets 18 months at the helm before he too passes away. And so unfortunately there are no male heirs at that point, and the earldom dies with him. So in the space of 100 years they lived and died in this beautiful castle. They heavily influenced the town of Tullamore. There's a lot of streets in town called Bury's. So you have Bury Quay on the canal, you have Bury Street. So they have a lot of influence on the town and the locality, but they're quite a sad history in the end. King Oak is located just inside the main gate as you're entering the estate. It's there on the right hand side, and it's a beautiful old tree. So oak trees in Ireland are incredibly superstitious. There's so much history and so much lore attached to them, and Charleville is actually set in an oak forest, but this one tree is super important to our history and our story. So the legend goes that each time the tree would be struck by lightning, a branch would break or fall, and as you can see there are branches down now, and it would denote that a member of the male line in the Bury family was about to pass away. And the last time the tree was struck by lightning was in 1963, a couple of weeks before Colonel Howard Bury passed away, at a house in Mullingar called Belvedere House, which was where he was choosing to live instead of here. It was just a little bit big for him on his own. Yes, it foretold his passing in 1963. The superstition with the tree is so strong that none of the locals have ever harvested the wood from the tree, no matter how hard times got. Nobody touches it, they leave it alone. Harriet was 8 when she fell on the 3rd of April, 1861. She fell while playing on the main staircase. She was attempting to slide down the banister, and unfortunately she was coming down from the nursery having washed her hands, and her hands were wet and slippy, and so she lost her grip on the stairs on the way down, and she slipped off and fell right between the stairs, and she fell a distance of 10 to 15 feet to the flagstone floor below, and she passed away from the impact of the fall. In my time at Charleville, we started to encounter a little boy, and his name is Henry Walter. And we got that because he came through one night on a spirit box and very strongly informed us that his name was Henry Walter. And so when we went looking in the records, it turns out that the 3rd Earl of Charleville had a little brother called Henry Walter. Henry was 7 when he passed away. And Henry's story is a bit interesting for us paranormal people, because Henry passed away in the London townhouse of Spanish influenza that was sweeping through London at that time. And his parents, being the 2nd Earl and Countess, those people who bankrupted the estate and didn't do too much, were away at the time when his passing occurred. And it's actually the 2nd Earl's mother, Lady Catherine, who's still living here at Charleville in her 90s, who sends for little Henry's body. She brings him back home here to Ireland. She buries him in the family church, which is St. Catherine's Church, named after her, downtown in Tullamore. And it's like he followed her home. So even though he didn't pass here, and he might not have spent that much time here in his life, he came back with her. And him and Harriet are referred to quite a lot of times as the terrible twins, because they're similar in age and appearance, and they like to get up to mischief together. So they're probably our top 2. After those, the 1st Earl puts in an appearance usually around Halloween. A lot of people will report seeing a gentleman on the avenue who tips his hat to them and keeps walking, or sometimes he's seen looking out some of the front of the castle windows down towards people. But within the main building, on the ladies' side of the castle, which is all the music room, the morning room and the red room, it's probably Lady Marjorie. That's what our research has suggested. So Lady Marjorie had a very sad life. She was just 22 when she passed away, and she'd come back from a trip to Egypt with her mother, Lady Emily, visiting her brother Colonel Howard Bury who had been deployed with the army in Egypt. And so she had been bitten by something. And back then, things were a little different medically. And in the 3 months it took to come back by boat and, voyage and train and all the way from Egypt, I can only imagine, she unfortunately succumbed to whatever was in the bite, and she passed away here at the castle, very tragically from... It's hard to kind of pull out the history of it, but it very much seems to be that she almost drowned in herself, that her lungs filled with fluid, and so she had quite a rough passing. So Marjorie likes to come and talk to people her own age. She likes to hang out with young people. She very much enjoys the music room and the piano, which is known to play by itself randomly, especially as we're locking up of an evening. You will hear a little laugh in that room. Then, of course, we have the activity in the Red Room. Now, I have yet to put a name to the activity in the Red Room, but in the last few years, the Red Room has decided it really enjoys the presence of men. Many a man has reported having his bottom touched gently. It's usually gently, if that helps at all. But the Red Room likes a male sacrifice every now and again. You're welcome to lie gently on the bed and see who comes to visit you. If you get a name, I'd be very interested in hearing it, because we're not quite sure who it is, but there is some activity happening in there for sure. Then when it comes to the male, kind of more male-dominated side of the castle, the dining room would have been one of the meeting rooms for the Masons, because all of the Earls of Charleville were Grand Master Masons, so they held quite a high rank within the Masonic order in Ireland, and they would have held meetings in that room for sure. And then into the library, which is sometimes referred to as the Masonic Library at Charleville. So very much a heavy energy in there, very much does not like women after dark, so I'm interested to see how you guys get on tonight with the male side of the castle. There is a lot of, uncertainties. We don't know the full extent of it. People feel it's, something that can be quite dark and whatever. I have yet to encounter something like that. I've never had that feeling myself. But there is a lot of secrecy around it and what exactly they got up to. It's not a coincidence that they built Charleville Castle on an active ley line. That the Red Room and the library sit on top of these ley lines, which makes the activity spike enormously. Over the years, we've had to raise some of the chandeliers in the Red Room especially, because it acts like a pendulum over the spot in the ley line on the floor, and it'll start to swing out of control, and it scares the lovely normal people who come for a daytime tour who don't want to know about the ghosts. So yes, it's definitely influenced how the castle was designed, built. There's definitely secrets still in the castle that even today people can read. I'm just unfortunately not one of them who knows all the little bits. We have been experiencing Harriet for years and years, and it's usually quite playful, especially with me and Nadine. She likes to hang out with us, especially when we're cleaning, we're sweeping stairs or we're up to something. My very favourite experience with Harriet was a couple of years ago now. I was here on my own and I was sweeping her stairs, and I was sweeping, stepping back down as you do, and you can't help yourself. You're super conscious on that stairs that she fell, so you're watching where you put your feet. And Nadine had gone down to the kitchen for me to get a bucket of water because we were going to wash the stairs, and that's the far side, so she had to come out down the hall, down the main stairs, down into the basements over the far side, so she's nowhere near me. And I'm stepping back off the stairs, and of course, silly me, I'm wearing a pair of Converse which have very little to no grip, and I jerk, and I was like, oh my God. So I went to go grab the stair rail and whatever to steady myself, and from above me on the landing I hear a young woman say, oh, careful. And I was like, okay. So I turn around and I look at the door behind me thinking, Nadine has made it back, and there's nobody in the door. And then I look up and I'm like, okay, hello? And so I started calling out, there's nobody answering me, and I think it's the family who live here, and I'm like, oh, very funny guys, you're so funny, yes, let's scare Samantha. And nobody's answering me, and I'm like, right, okay. So I pull out the phone and I ring Bonnie and I'm like, you're so funny. And she's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, you're upstairs, right? And she goes, no. And I can hear her, she's downtown in the shop checking out the food shopping, and you can hear the till beep, beep, big. And I'm like, okay. I was like, is there anybody upstairs? And she goes, no, there's no one upstairs. What are you talking about? Are you okay? And I was like, okay, I heard a voice. And she goes, what did it say? And I said, it told me to be careful. And so she was like, well, it could be worse, you know? So it was just so real in the moment. So I very much felt like she was watching me sweep that stairs. She was like, what is this girl doing? And then in just this moment, split second, she managed to communicate to me, oh, careful. And it was an unreal experience, because it was just the loudest I've heard. The other one that's been really recent and odd is the main stairs. So a couple of times now we've been wrapping up paranormal nights or a paranormal tour or something like that, and we'll be doing the check, you know yourself, you're checking the rooms, you're turning everything off, you're locking up as you go, and as we're going down the main stairs, halfway down, we hear something running down behind us, and it's like dum 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 dum, to the point the last time that it happened, both myself and Nadine froze halfway down the stairs, afraid to move, and it felt like something was about to barrel into you and knock you down. It was like a football team coming behind you down the stairs. That's how loud it was. And we were frozen. It wasn't just the stairs cracking, like it's an old building, it cracks, you know what I mean? This wasn't one little crack, this was dump, 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 dump. Something was coming at speed down that stairs. And so that's been one that has been kind of odd and strange for us, and it's happened numerous times now in the last little while. We get a lot of shadow figures. The kids, if they feel like to appear on your photos, we get a lot of disembodied voices. People will hear Harriet singing and playing. If she likes you, she will massively interact with you. She really enjoys the newfangled toys. She enjoys Ghost Tube and the likes of the Ovulus spirit boxes, things like that. Anything she can interact with, that she can play with and she understands. Yeah, absolutely. So the Waste Not Want Not is located in the basements of Charleville. The castle is oddly laid out, but it is technically subterranean. So it used to be the old servants' dining room or dining hall. And it doesn't get investigated that much. It has a somewhat darker presence. It's heavy. That's the word I'm looking for. It's heavy down there. It can be hit and miss whether or not it wants to speak to you. Love a spirit box down there because there's no natural radio signal down there. So when something's coming through, it's coming through. But it's an interesting look at the castle's history and how the servants were in that time, where it's painted on the wall, fear God and honour the king. And on another wall, there's painted, waste not, want not, which is an interesting motto to have in your servant's dining room in that area down there. So it can feel very busy down there, as if there's 10, 20 people in the room with you all talking at the one time. You can hear Delph moving sometimes, so it's still definitely the residual energy down there. But for sure there is some sort of a presence down there that has a heaviness to it, and we haven't had a chance to overly communicate a lot, so we're not super up to date on what's going on down there, but it'll be interesting for you. Charleville Castle is currently run by the Charleville Castle Heritage Trust, and it's really important that we support the trust. This is where the money comes from. So all of the people that you met this evening are volunteers, and they donate their time to be here to keep the castle going. So all the money we raise from paranormal nights, from tours during the day, from movie crews coming in to film, or music videos or festivals or whatever it is we get to do, all of that money goes towards restoration and maintaining the building and keeping Lady Charleville up and running for future generations to come and visit. So that's something that's super important to us.
All right, well, I'm going to start with a solo down in the old servants' quarters, which is scary. He's gonna drink some energy drink so we can wake up. Guys, this is night 4 in a row of investigating.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. I'm gonna go down to the servants' quarters where they have spiders so big you can hear them walking on the walls. Yeah, that happens. I'm leaving. Enjoy that. Don't fall asleep. I'll see you in a little while. All right, let's go. I swear to God, dude, they said the spiders are the size of tennis balls. If I see or hear a spider that big, I will leave. I can't be doing that, man. You will hear the water dripping. That is an open window. That is an open window. Let's get in higher and see what happens. Okay. Well, now the bright side is I can't see the spiders. I'm gonna lose my mind actually. That's like the most scary thing about this area. I'm gonna stay in the middle of the room. So that doorway over there leads to the old tunnel system. We can't go in there, it's just not safe. but the old servants area here, you can see above the fireplace, fear God, honor the king. So that's just kind of how the servants were looked at and how they were treated. Same with the waste not, want not. It's just kind of the outlook they had on the servants here. But this is kind of like their break room where they would have eaten their meals, that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna turn on GhostTube. Shout out Amy's Crypt, our good friends who also helped hook us up with Charleville Castle. So let's shout out Amy's Crypt again, and let's get GhostTube running. Put it on this table here. There we go. All right, so they were talking about how this area has like a little more of a negative or sinister presence down here. It feels heavy, it feels busy. I get that. It feels pretty creepy down here right now. It's dark. Ever since I came in here, I just felt like somebody was behind me in this area, which isn't great because that's the way I have to go to get out. But we're gonna do some. Doris. I mean, Doris could be anybody. That could be one of the servants. Who knows? Sorry? Why are you sorry? What happened? It does feel uncomfortable down here. It's strange. I wouldn't necessarily say like sinister, kind of like what she was saying though. It feels busy, like I feel like I'm being watched. Again, specifically from this area over here. Feels a little bit weird. So we'll do GhostTube for a little bit and then we'll try some EVPs. Hello, my name is Steve. I'm just here to talk to you, okay? I just want to ask you some questions. Learn about what life was like here, what it was like to work here. Definitely going to touch base about those spiders that we got going on down here, because that's not okay. I'm not going to be down here too long tonight, just for a little while to talk to you. What the hell was that? That sounded like something right over here. Talk to you. What the hell was that? That was like a thud on one of these chairs. I swear to God, if it's a Spider-Man. And not if it's Spider-Man. If Spider-Man's in here, that's scary too, but. Did you just make a noise over here? It's okay if you did. If that's an easier way for you to communicate with me. Could you do it again? It was like a loud thud. It sounded like it was right over here. Again, I don't mean you any harm, any disrespect. I have permission to be here. Can you see me right now? We like you. Okay, cool. That's good. I think. Right? I like you too, I think. Do you want to talk to me? Don't necessarily like the voice that it chose, but I guess it could be worse. Is there anything you want to talk about? Maybe work? What's it like to work here? Who am I speaking with? Is this Doris? I really don't like that doorway over there. It feels super, super weird. Maybe that'll like smooth things over a little bit. I'm gonna knock on this table. Could you knock back wherever you are? That was just a knock right over there after I did that. From the area of the doorway that I don't like. Was that you? Some people say they don't really feel too comfortable down here. They feel like they're not wanted. Do you like to be left alone? Or do you enjoy when people come to talk to you? What the hell was that? That just sounded like a voice from over there. That sent chills down my spine. That sounded like a voice from that room right there. It sounded like a little kid, I'm gonna be honest with you. It really did sound like a little kid. I couldn't tell what it said though. Are you back there? If you are, can you make a noise? Just so I know? Did I hear you? Can you say yes or it was me through this device? In a few minutes, I'm going to try another device that should be able to make it easier for you to communicate with me. I should be able to hear your voice a little bit easier. I can't always hear you and I can't always see you. So these things that I brought just kind of help, okay? They make it easier. So reasonable? That's reasonable. Okay. Cool. I'm glad we're reasonable. Let's keep it that way. I can be reasonable, you can be reasonable. We can just talk, have a good time, avoid the spiders. We can do that together. You probably don't want a tennis ball sized spider crawling near you. I don't. Oh wait, I didn't even think to look up. Never mind, I don't care. I do care, I don't want to know. You want to use the other device? That feeling is still there about that doorway. It still feels like somebody's just kind of over there watching me, which is weird because I heard the voice from the other side. So they're just kind of watching. They're talking, unless they're a ventriloquist, which I don't know how it works. Maybe they are. Let's do some EVPs. All right, I'm going to turn this one off for a second, okay? So we can try this other one that I have. Again, this one will make it easier for me to hear you if you speak. I'm going to put it in the same spot. Take this one away. And we can go from there, okay? All right, so on the count of 3, I want you to come up to this device. Okay, there's going to be a little red light on the top. I'm going to put it on this table. Come up to this device, speak as loudly and as clearly as you can into it, okay? And try to answer my questions for me. I would really appreciate it. All right, I think I've heard you already. I can definitely feel you. So on the count of 3, come answer some of my questions, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Can I please have your name? Did I hear you say something from this room over here? Do we know who's watching me from this doorway? Can you say Charleville? One, 2, 3. Let's see what we got. Here we go. Something possibly at the end there, but nothing super clear. Maybe a couple of whispers. I don't know. Let's do one more session. All right, I think I might have heard something at the end there. So if you were trying to talk, I appreciate you. Could you come a little bit closer, okay? Speak a little bit louder. And I might be able to make out what you're saying, okay? I'm gonna put it right here again. Same thing, I'm gonna ask you a few questions. On the count of 3, here we go. 1, 2, 3. My name is Steve. What is your name? Are you going to follow us around the castle tonight? How old are you? Can you see me right now? One, two, three. Let's see.
My name is Steve. What is your name?
Ooh, what is that? Hold on.
My name is Steve. What is your name? Are you going to follow us
What
around?
does that say?
My name is Steve. What is your name? Are you going to follow us around the castle tonight? How old are you? Can you see me right now?
So there's definitely something after that first one, but I can't make it out. It's a handful of words. Hopefully when I put the headphones on, I might be able to make it out a little better. If you guys think you know what it's saying, drop a comment down below with a timestamp. Let me know, because it is kind of hard in here acoustically for me to make it out. So you guys might be able to tell. So let me know down below. Let's fire up GhostTube a little bit more, and we'll give him a few more minutes here before I go up and get Dylan and we start this investigation. All right, I have the first device back out again, okay? I only have a couple more minutes down here. And then I'm gonna leave. Is there anything else you want to tell me before I leave for the night? I don't know if we'll be back down here. You've been doing really good. I could hear you. I know you said something that last time. I just couldn't make out what it was. I heard you earlier, out loud. When we move throughout the castle tonight, we're gonna have other things with us that'll light up, make noise, kind of like games. Just ways, again, for us to communicate with you that makes it a little bit easier for us to hear you and to know that you're there. So you're more than welcome to come up and follow us through the castle and use these devices to talk to us tonight, okay? Is that something you're willing to do? We came a very long way to talk to you. Came from New York. Just to speak with you. All right, I'm gonna go find Dylan. I'm gonna get out of this basement area where the big scary spiders are. We're gonna head over to the staircase where Harriet fell and passed away. We're gonna try to make contact with her. They said she really likes things that light up and make noise. We're gonna bring millimeters, REM pod, all that good stuff over there, see if she wants to play with it. And hopefully she's really ready to talk to us tonight. And we'll just move throughout the castle and see who we can talk to. But let's go get Dylan. Let's get over the staircase and we'll go from there. All right, guys, let's get going. We're gonna show you guys this grand entryway because it is absolutely insane and we had to show you it because look at it.
Just look at it.
Look at it.
Would you?
They still live here.
They live here.
Which is crazy. Upstairs, they live above us.
Yep.
Let's go. Let's go up here a little bit and we're gonna try to talk to Harriet. She unfortunately is the one that fell down the stairs and passed away right about at the age of 8.
Yeah.
And she is one of the most prevalent spirits that is seen here. So hopefully she's ready to talk to us.
And they did say that they don't, she doesn't like talking about how it happened or what
Right.
happened.
Right.
So we're probably not going to bring that up, just
Yeah.
going to say that before we get in there.
Yep.
So we'll try to keep it light and
Yeah.
airy, you know?
She's a kid. She wants to play with things that light up and make noise, which
Exactly.
I get. I also like to do that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, yeah.
So we're gonna go over here. I mean, guys, look at this place. First of all, come on. This was their summer home.
The summer home,
Goodness me.
which was modeled after a toy soldier box.
Man said, looked pretty cool, wanted to live in it. It's a pull door. Hey guys, so this is a pull door.
I did the same thing at LEP.
You did. What is it with these castles and their hidden pull doors?
That's how they get you. So this is the staircase right here. That's crazy.
Absolutely insane, actually.
And then this image right here is what many believe Harriet would have looked
Right.
like. They don't have any actual pictures of her or any
Right.
portraits, but that's kind of like an artist rendition of what she
Right.
probably looked like.
Right. Let's settle. Let me take the REM pod. I'm gonna go about halfway up, is about as far as we can go.
Yeah.
These stairs are in the process of being restored, so they're not quite there yet. Plus, the owners live upstairs.
Yes.
So we can go about halfway up. I'm gonna set this up, and we might be able to do like a line down too.
Right.
Like put another one maybe halfway down or so.
Yeah.
And then we can put another one over there or something.
I see the vision.
Good to go. Maybe the other one like over here on the stairs on
Yeah.
one of these couple stairs.
Right.
And we'll try to talk to Harriet, guys. This room over here leads to the library, which we are gonna do an Estes in a little bit later. That's a really cool room and it has a secret passage in it. So we'll go show you guys that after. This was down to one of the servants of the butler's areas downstairs. So here we go. Got one more. And I'll place this one down yonder. Okay. Let's see if we can make contact
This one?
on the stairs.
Can you step away for a second, please?
Thank you.
Okay. If this is Harriet, this is Miss Harriet, can you set off one of these devices on the stairs again? There's one a little bit further up and there's one at the bottom here on the third step. We've been told that you like the devices that look like toys. We brought you some that you can use tonight.
Perfect.
Okay.
Is it the same one?
Yeah, same one.
Thank you. You're doing great.
Is that your favorite one that we have here tonight?
Did you hear that?
That wasn't
No.
stomach?
No.
It was like a growl noise. Well,
Yeah, I don't really know what that was, honestly. To me, it sounded like it was over here.
I thought it was like your stomach doing something.
No. I heard it like off to the side over here on the staircase. That's why I was looking at you and then you didn't react and I was like, we good?
Harriet, was that you? Were you just trying to talk to us?
Yeah. And then it
Wow.
goes off on command, dude.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, I just want to point out, lucky for me, I didn't see any of the tennis ball sized spiders.
Oh, good, yeah.
So that's a positive.
I forgot about that actually.
Yeah. They said they rarely come up here, but there's
Still a chance.
chance. She's like, yeah,
Yeah, they come up this way, man.
it's pretty bad.
Harriet, if you could you step up the stairs a little bit? There's another device that has a red light on top of it. If you touch the top of it, it's gonna light up, it's gonna make some noise, just like that one. It's pretty cool. Has some more colors on it, makes a different noise. Nah, I like this one.
She's like,
man.
this one's pretty cool. Thank you.
Do you like when people come to visit you? I'm sure you get a lot of visitors throughout the year, both for this sort of stuff and just on day tours, people wanting to walk around the castle.
She's like, yep. Oh,
Which one was that?
I don't know if it was the temperature on the Mel or on the REM pod. It was behind me, so I couldn't.
I think it's on the Mel.
Yep.
It's picking up a warm spot, which is weird because it's cold in here.
It is a little chilly.
Retweet, man. They were saying that the castle is always 5 to 10 degrees colder than it is outside. So during heat waves, it's super cool because it's like built-in air conditioning. But when it's super cold here, it's even worse.
We're not in a heat wave right now.
No,
I shouldn't have a t-shirt on.
it's like 50 degrees.
Harriet, if this is you, can you come off the staircase and then go down here and touch the one little shelf by the library? Does the exact same thing. I know you've probably seen a lot of this stuff before. You know it's not going to hurt you. We're not going to hurt you. The house is beautiful. Are you just hanging out over here tonight? That's okay. You can hang out over here. Falling.
Do you like sitting on the stairs?
Throw ghost tube out.
Yeah. See
Let's do it.
what it does.
All right, guys, we got ghost tube out. Phone's on airplane mode. Here we go. Right over here. There we go. Harry, I set up another device. I know you're familiar with it. You know Amy and Jared. They've come here before. It's the device that they use, the one they call Ghost Tube. And you can talk through it. He's like, yeah, it's pretty cool. I like that one.
Big fan, actually.
She's like, I love Amy and Jared. They're great. Could you say something to us through that device? Again, it just lets us know that you're here and that you can hear our voice. Did you hear that?
Yeah. Like a breath? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hello? Was that you? Did we just hear you either whispering or breathing out? We'd love to talk to you.
We're not trying to keep you awake. We're not trying to disturb you. But we came all the way from the US, from New York, just to talk to you. Explore this castle a little bit.
Can you knock on something? Maybe one of the doors like this? Or walk down the stairs? I'd love to hear as you get closer to us, we can talk to you. So we're not caught off guard.
He told me.
That was scary.
He told me.
He told me? It's my sound.
Pinging.
Yeah.
Harriet, thank you. Are you here with somebody else? He said he told me.
Yeah, he told me.
Was it Henry? Did Henry tell you something? The terrible twins.
Yeah,
that's what they go by, the terrible twins. I don't think you're terrible, I think you're wonderful.
They're known to be mischievous.
Yes. Harry, is Henry here with you? If he is, can you both set off a device? There's 3 of them out here. Pick either two.
Either two.
Pick either 2 of them.
Any two. Pick your 2.
And go ahead and set them off. Get close to them, wave your hand in front of them, touch the top of them. Again, it just lets us know that you're here, okay? We're trying to confirm that it's Harriet and Henry right now. If you could. We just want to ask you a few questions about what it was like growing up here and living here. I'm sure it was pretty cool.
If you didn't hear us earlier, my name is Dylan. This is Steve. Again, we mean you no harm. We mean you no disrespect. We're not trying to get you in any trouble.
Not many people get to grow up in a castle. Okay, now it's down there.
Yeah, I think it's the one all the way down.
Yeah. All right, Henry, if that's you, can you grab the top of it? You're close, but can you just get a little closer? If you get near that green light, it'll change a bunch of different colors, just like Harriet's doing with this one up here. What the hell was that?
I thought it sounded like a whisper.
It was like,
I thought it said like, it's me or something.
it was definitely a whisper.
Yeah.
It was very breathy.
It was over here
It was
somewhere.
very breathy. Do we just hear you? I mean, maybe it was Harriet saying it's me, like she's doing both of them.
Yeah.
That's okay if it is.
Can you try to set off the other one? Just get a little bit closer to it so it lights up and makes that noise that this one is doing. Oh.
Yep, just like that. Can you go down and do that to this one? Here, follow me. You can come on down here, okay? It's right over here. Can you come touch this one? It does the exact same thing, okay? What do you think? What do you think? What was that? Where? It's right here.
Hold on again.
It's right down here by me, okay? It's by the door to the library. Pretty soon we're going to go into the library, okay? And we're going to use a different device and a different way to communicate with you that should make it a little bit easier and a little bit quicker. little faster response between the two of us, okay? Ouch.
We're going to be moving throughout the castle tonight, going in different rooms, trying different methods to hopefully make it a little bit easier to communicate with you, okay?
Okay. You're getting closer to it.
If you don't want to grab that device, if you want to stay on the staircase, can you grab that one up there that I'm pointing to? The red light, probably about halfway up the first staircase there.
Again, it does the same thing as the other one. What was that?
Something on like the landing?
Yeah, that was definitely right here. Pretty soon we're gonna move into the library, okay? So this is gonna be your last chance to talk to us out here. You can come in the library with us if you want. We promise we won't get you in trouble. Is that something you want to do? Come in there and talk? That's so weird because it's like, she was here. She was definitely here at the beginning.
Yeah, had some really quick
Intelligent
activity.
responses, pinging, going crazy. He told me was a Henry, all this kind of stuff. Lines up with it, but then it goes away. And that's kind of what they said.
Because it is a little bit later now. It
Yeah.
is just past 11. So they said right around after 10, she
Yeah.
starts to kind of fade away.
Yeah.
Because it would be late for kids, right?
She's like, I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
You guys stay up and talk to yourselves all night. I'm
Me
going to
too,
sleep.
man. I'm trying to go to bed too.
But it's cool when stuff like that happens. Like, obviously it's probably not as cool for you guys because it's not like constant nonstop activity, but like when stuff like that lines up with what we're told about the activity here,
Right.
it's just really cool because it gives more credence to it.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. I don't know.
It becomes more than just a story.
Right.
And that's one really cool thing about YouTube too. All these stories that we have, we can actually document them,
Right.
or some of them at least,
Right.
with the channel.
Yeah, it's strange. Intelligent activity. Harriet was here 100%. It got late and she's like, see you guys later. I'm going to bed.
Been fun. I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah, so that's cool. Let's go do an SS method in the library and we can talk about all the secret passageways and see if they'll give us any answers.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it. All right, guys, so we moved down to the library now. I'm gonna go under for an Estes method. Dylan's got some equipment set up for you in here. Interested to see kind of what we get because this was kind of the focal point of like the secret stuff. There is a secret passageway in here, maybe more. This is the one I know about. So he's gonna show you guys the equipment. We're gonna see if we can make contact and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, let's get into it. So this is one of the rooms that is on the ley lines. You can see all of the lines in the wood kind of lead to the center here. And it's said that the chandelier here can kind of act like a pendulum if it gets too severe, like if it starts hitting the walls to, obviously let her know. But this bookshelf right here actually leads into what used to be the chapel area. Due to some disputes they had over the years and some financial troubles, they took the roof off of the entire castle, and this area is still not refurbished yet. That's the area they want to make into like a gift shop, hopefully down the road. But yeah, we have a millimeter right here. Also have a REM pod on the opposite side of the room over there. And just out here is actually the staircase we just investigated. We just picked up shop and moved down here pretty much. So hello, my name is Dylan. The guy in the chair over here is Steve. We came all the way from the United States to talk to you. We're from the state of New York. But we really love the history of the castle. We've been told that there are many spirits here who want to speak. So we figured we'd give it a shot.
Hi, that was a girl's voice.
Hello. Can I have your name, please, so I know how to address you? This is the room.
Who's that?
Like I said, my name is Dylan. The guy in the chair is Steve. He's got headphones on and he's got an eye mask on. He's listening for your voice. I know it sounds kind of weird, but we can't see you and we can't hear you most of the time. We're hoping this is a method that makes it a little bit easier for you to communicate with us.
Keep going.
Okay. Do you want me to step out here? So this was the room that they said had ties to the Masons. So I'm not sure if I'm not supposed to be in here because I'm not a Freemason. You know, I'm not supposed to see whatever they have hidden in here, which they have cool little hidden cupboards. Like, check this out, guys.
Me?
Are you hidden in a cupboard? Or are you a Freemason? Pull on this door right here. It's not very subtle.
Please go.
I've upset them, I fear. But it has like a little secret cubby back here where they would hide books or alcohol that they didn't want the servants getting into. So that's pretty cool.
Out.
Was I not supposed to know about that? Because I'm not a Mason?
We're watching.
That's fine. We don't mean you any harm. We don't mean you any disrespect. We came all this way to talk to you because we're interested in this castle's history, your life here. If you worked here, we'd still love to hear your story. It doesn't matter if you worked here, if you lived here, if you're just passing through. If you would like to communicate, you can either tell Steve whatever you want us to know, and he's going to repeat so I can hear. We also have a couple of devices set up throughout the room, one on each end of the room, one here, one there, that if you get close to them, all they should do is light up and make some noise. They allow us to have a communication window that way. If I ask a question and you set a device off.
Guard him.
Guard him? Like they don't want me to leave? Like guard him so he doesn't leave sort of thing? Or guard him so he doesn't open any more secret doors or something?
On my way.
And the servants' stairs is actually right there. It's said that sometimes you can hear like 2 or 3 distinct knocks because they used to knock on this floor in order to get the servants' attention because the quarters are right below us now.
It's me?
Who's me? Do I know you from somewhere? Or should I know you? Oh. So I should know you from somewhere?
I don't know.
Well, can I have your name? You said it's me. I could really be anybody, you know? There's a lot of people who have come through this castle's many doors throughout its history. We've interacted with many spirits over the years, some of whom seem like they
Yeah.
like following us around. So again, can I have your name so I know how to properly address you? Maybe if you tell me your name, it'll jog my memory a little bit. I might know who you are.
Coming.
Okay. We're in the library, the Masonic Library, whatever you know it as. I'll stand out of the doorway so you can come in, okay? Can you set off that device again if you're still in here? Over on the desk there?
That was weird. It was like a break in the static, and then the female voice came out and said like 2 or 3 words very, very quiet, like super low. I couldn't make out what I don't know if I've ever heard it do that. That was really bizarre.
Are you the female that Steve is hearing right now? Is that who's over by the desk with the crown on it? Again, it's okay if you are. You're not in any trouble. We're not here to kick you out. We're not trying to keep you awake. We just want
Keep going.
Okay. You want to keep talking? You want to keep going? What do you want to talk about? We can talk about...
Let him play? That was weird. Let him play.
Oh, I wonder... Did Harriet follow us in here? Are you...
No.
No? Okay. Yeah, that's what we thought. We thought Harriet and Henry went to bed. So who's this woman that's speaking to Steve right now? Are you the one over by the desk? If you are, can you set off that device again? Just to confirm.
I don't. That was a female voice again. I can't make out what it said. It was 2 words. I couldn't make out what it said though.
You set off either that device on that desk or this device over here next to the blunderbuss. Then I will take that as a yes. Oh yeah, just like that, thank you. That's really cool actually.
They'll suffer?
They'll suffer. Are you talking about when the castle went through its hardship? When all the financials were lost? We understand there's a period of time where the roof was taken off the castle in order to avoid housing taxes.
Listen. That was a guy's voice. Listen.
Okay. You just move.
It was right there.
I don't know if he just moved his feet. I just heard like 2 stomps though. Was that you? Were you trying to summon the servants? You stomped on the floor?
Don't listen.
Don't listen?
Another guy's voice. It was don't listen.
Were you trying to summon the servants? If that was you, can you set off that device right there on the desk? If so, that's really cool. I'm glad I heard that.
That was a weird voice. Look back. That was broken. It was like, look back.
Like back this way? Do you have a message for us? Anything you want us to know? Any warnings? Any well wishes?
Move, I think. It was like, move.
We're going to move throughout the castle. We still have a couple more spots we want to hit. We're trying to give everybody in the area an opportunity to talk to us.
I see you.
Hi. We're going to go to the dining room. We're going to go to the red room. I'm going to go there alone. Oh. Wait, is this...
That's me.
That's me? Is this Marjorie? Can you set off that device if this is Marjorie?
It's like these voices are coming in when they're under the static, they're quiet, or they come in super quick, like super fast.
If this is Marjorie, can you set off that device again? If you want me to go to the red room? Or is the Colonel here?
He's gone.
He's gone. Where's Colonel Barry at?
That was the inflection in that voice was weird. It was a guy's voice and it was like 3 words. It was like bum, 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 bum. Like the last word was like a question. That's the best way to describe it.
Bum, 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 bum. I don't know. So who was the woman I was speaking to?
Said, it said, stop effing talking. That was a female. Honestly, it sounded like she had an accent. It was like, stop effing talking. Can you hear me? Female voice again.
I can't hear you out loud. Are we keeping you up? Is this the nanny? Or the governess? Because they were telling us that if I kind of leaned into the whole military side of my life, then maybe Colonel Barry would come through, because he was in the Great War and he was involved in World War II as well. But if he's gone, there's a woman here who doesn't seem very happy that I'm
Help me?
down here flapping my gums. How can I help you?
The something's here. I couldn't make out the middle part. It's like the something here. I couldn't make out what something was though.
Is it the presence that hangs out in the servants' quarters? We've been told there's something – darker that hangs out down there, something more negative. Also, guys, something to note, we are investigating during a storm tonight, which is super cool. It said to really charge up the castle. As we were going around filming some B-roll and getting the history all set up, it was a huge lightning storm. It was pouring rain. It was actually pretty cool looking. Oh.
I can't make out what that said.
Does the storm give you a ton of energy?
That was a kid voice. That was so loud. It was like, I hear him.
There's just a noise out here.
It was like, I hear him.
Harriet? Or Henry? Are you out there?
Over there.
Over where? I thought you guys went to bed. It's pretty late.
The light?
I mean, maybe
Guys.
they're talking about my light? I'm sorry if I woke you. It wasn't my intention. I still don't know who the woman was, though. It's very interesting that I said I was going to the red room alone, and it said that Marjorie was in there, and she likes when younger gentlemen go into a room, I guess. Jared from Amy's Crypt, I guess, had a pretty scary experience in there.
That was two male voices. It almost sounded like they were having a conversation, but I couldn't make it out.
But it's weird I mentioned that, the REM pod goes off, and then all of a sudden this woman comes through, basically telling me to go away. I don't know if that would be Lady Emily, maybe?
Never do that again. It was like, never do that again.
Never do what I do. A lot of this could be residual too. I could be trying to like piece this together, and it's either multiple spirits coming through or a mix of residual and intelligent. I'm not entirely sure. There's a lot going on right now. But the REM pod activity was super cool. In the beginning, it definitely seemed intelligent.
We're going?
Okay, I'm gonna head to the dining room. I'm gonna pull Steve out here in just a second, okay? We're gonna head to the dining room. I'm going to do my solo in the red room. Okay, can you set off that REM pod one more time? If you heard that we're gonna be leaving this area. You understand?
I have goosebumps just on my left side. Just on my left arm. I have goosebumps. That was weird.
Which is weird because that's where the REM pod is. Could be just like a static energy buildup over here or something. Oh. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, if you want to follow us throughout the night, you can, okay? I appreciate you talking to us. We're gonna head out of this room now. I understand you might be a little upset with me, I'm sorry.
Go back.
Too late.
I never know what to take off first, the blindfold or the headphones.
Yeah, I was struggling with that too. That was a pretty cool session.
God. Was it?
So we had multiple layers of history coming through, it seemed like.
Okay.
At one point, it seemed like the kids were coming through.
Yeah, the kids' voices were weird.
Yeah.
They were loud.
And there was a woman who was very angry, and I asked if it was the governess or the nanny, and I didn't get a response. But it seemed like every time I brought up the red room, maybe Marjorie was coming through.
I thought I heard the word governor at one point, but I was like, I don't think, like I couldn't really make it out.
Right.
That was like my first thought when it came through was governor, but I wasn't sure enough where I said it.
Yeah.
It could have been governess.
Could have been governess, yeah. But the REM pod was going off pretty consistently. In the beginning, it was definitely intelligent.
The REM pod was going off.
Yeah. Okay. So that was pretty cool. It also lined up with what you were saying. Like at one point when you said you felt the energy like on your left side.
It was right here.
I said, oh, maybe there's a static electricity buildup over there. If you're over there, can you set it off? And it went off. So that was pretty cool.
That's neat.
But it was a pretty good mix, just like that.
Hi.
It seems
Thanks.
like multiple people were coming through.
Okay.
And I asked about the colonel because they said, you know, he might like the military talk.
Right.
But you said he wasn't here.
He's busy right now. He's probably sleeping.
Yeah, but I figured we could head. That's crazy.
He's sleeping. He's like, yeah, man, he's not here.
I figured we could head to the dining room, and they said that they understood and they were going to follow us.
Oh.
So.
Neat. Well, okay, I told them to follow us in the basement tonight.
Oh,
Whoever's
really?
down there. So if you're down here, you want to come with us throughout the rest of the castle tonight, we're going to be trying different things in different areas. Should make it a little easier. More than welcome to come with us.
That's super cool. All right.
Alrighty, let's do it.
Yeah, it's going to do it.
So we just moved up to the dining room, guys. We have some devices set up behind us. There's said to be a very heavy male presence in this area that doesn't like women. So we decided we'd come in here and see if we can make contact with this presence possibly. We're also gonna probably try some EVPs, depending on if they wanna use the devices, because last session they were pretty active with the REM, so that's cool.
Right, so we're gonna go through this, and then it's gonna be time for you to do your solo over in the red room where the ladies like the younger fellers.
Yes.
So that'll be real swell for you.
Might take a nap, find out what happens.
What the hell does that mean?
What?
What do you
Take
mean?
me a nap.
Find out what happens.
Yeah.
Shucks. Take your shoes off.
Man gets tired, I guess, you know.
Hello? My name is Steve. That's Dylan. We're just here to talk to you. Learn a little bit about you, what it was like to live here, work here, visit. Yeah, this is only their summer home, so.
Yeah.
We don't mean any harm, no disrespect. I think the castle's beautiful. It's an unbelievable house.
True. We've been told there's a gentleman in here who's not really fond of women.
Lucky for you, we're not women. If you want to communicate with us, we have a couple devices set up. There's one over here on this far table, and there's one on the table right here in the middle. All you have to do is get close to them, wave your hand in front of them, touch the top of them, just like this, and they let it make noise. All they do is that to let us know that you are here and you can hear our voices.
True.
Are you willing to communicate with us? We came very, very far to talk to you, all the way from New York. Could you make a noise for us in here? Maybe knock on something? Move something?
If we don't know you by name, I'm sorry. This location has a lot of history. We're doing our best to try to call everybody out by name, but if we haven't said it yet, can you set off one of these devices?
They're all in GhostTube. Sure. Because they said that they are pretty familiar with GhostTube here as well.
Yeah.
So let's see, I'll put it over here. A little bit away from the REM pod. There we go. We just set up another device right here. There's three.
There's three?
Who's the third? Who else is here with us? Do you
Did
see
somebody follow us here?
You see a third person in the room?
Do you like having visitors? We're here to try to tell your story, to learn more about you, the castle, its history, your family's history if you're associated with the castle, or even if you worked here. We'd love to talk to you.
Cemetery.
We did stop by a cemetery on the way out today.
Very briefly.
Very briefly.
Are you buried somewhere on the property? Because they said the whole family's buried under a different church in town.
Yeah.
Were you buried somewhere out here? If you want, we can use these other devices. It should help us hear you. If you're trying to talk, we are having trouble right now, so we're sorry. We can't always see you, we can't always hear you. We just brought some things that sometimes make it a little bit easier for us to communicate with you.
Do you want us out of this room? If you don't want to talk to us at all, if you want us to leave this room, can you set off one of these devices we have set up? Or make a really loud noise to let us know?
You want to try a couple EVPs?
Yeah, sure.
All right. We're going to try these. Maybe these will be a little bit easier for you, okay? I'm going to mute this quick. All you gotta do is come up into them, speak as loudly and as clearly as you can, as close to them as you can. Okay, Dylan's got one over there. I have one right here on this table. They're both gonna have a little red light on the top. Go ahead and answer our questions as loudly and as clearly as you can for us, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Can we please have the name of whoever's in this room with us?
Can you say the word Charleville?
You said there's 3. Did this other person come here with us?
Can we have your name so we know how to properly address you?
Do you know the name of the woman that's downstairs that works here?
Do you like when people come to try to talk to you? Do you find it annoying?
One, 2, 3. All right. Let us see if they answered.
Yes.
That'll be fun for everybody involved.
Indeed.
Could please have the name of whoever is in this room with us? You said there's 3. Did this other person come here with us? Do you know the name of the woman that's downstairs that works here?
Again.
Do you know the name of the woman that's downstairs that works here?
Samantha.
Yeah.
It's like broken up like that.
Do you know the name of the woman that's downstairs that works here?
Samantha. Okay, so intelligent.
Yeah, for sure.
Somebody is. They said Samantha, so somebody is aware of her. They know who she is, and they can hear us.
I mean, she had said that they like when they're in the building, though.
Right.
They tend to get good activity
Yeah.
around the house. So
More
I don't know.
familiar.
Yeah. Let's see what this one got.
Can you say the word Charleville? Can we have your name so we know how to properly address you? Do you like when people come to try to talk to you? Do you find it annoying?
What was that?
Yeah, no, something at the end there.
Not super clear, but there's like chattering after a few of them, maybe a couple of possible whispers. As always, guys, if you think you can make them out, drop it down below with a timestamp. Let us know what you think. It is kind of hard for us to hear it in this big, giant, open room. It's absolutely massive. That's a really cool ceiling. It's absolutely massive in here. So let us know if you think you can make them out. Drop it down below and timestamp it, and we'll check it out. Maybe it's what you. Maybe you're right. You know, we can't tell in here. So
True. Very echoey.
yes, let's do one more session.
Yep.
And then it'll be time for your solo.
Yes, in the red room.
Maybe she's ready for you.
I'm ready to go to bed.
Well, all right. Let's do questions here. All right, we're gonna ask you a few more questions, okay? Last session here, then we will leave you alone. We'll give you your big, beautiful dining room back. I'm gonna come on over here. I'm gonna put them right on this. So here we go. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Before we leave this room, can whoever's in here say good night or goodbye?
Is it okay that I'm going to the red room alone?
Do you want them to restore the chapel area?
Do you know what month it is?
One, two, three. Let's see. If they can restore that chapel area, that'd be interesting to see if like that stirs up any different activity.
Right.
Because of like the mason ties and then the secret tunnel there and all that kind of stuff.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
That would be cool.
Before we leave this room, can whoever's in here say good night or goodbye? Do you want them to restore the chapel area?
Yeah, nothing super clear, but some chatter. Definitely
Yeah.
some chatter in there. I just can't quite make out what it's saying.
I don't know, let's see if we have better luck with this one.
Is it okay that I'm going to the red room alone? Do you know what month it is?
What was that? Play that
Sounds
back.
like August.
Do you know what month it is?
August. It's like broken up.
August. It
August.
sounds like it says something after
Yeah,
it too.
August and then something else.
That's cool though.
Okay, so again, it's interesting. They're answering questions intelligently, but like random ones.
Right.
Like who's downstairs? Oh, that's Samantha. What month
Yeah.
is it? It's August.
I mean, Samantha did warn us that as the night begins to wind
Yeah.
down, it's like the castle begins to close, like
Right.
room by room. They start to
Right.
get more tired. So hopefully they're still awake on the other side of the castle.
You got to get over there. You got to do your solo in the red room, and that will be a wrap on Charleville Castle. Good luck over there, and hope you get some good stuff.
See what happens. Okay, bye.
Enjoy the red room.
Okay.
Down here.
Have fun. It's cold.
Have a good time.
All right, guys.
Not too much fun.
Oh, shucks. So we're heading upstairs here. These stairs are crazy, first of all. Very wide. But we're gonna head to the left here, over to the red room. Now, I can't really tell if we were talking to Marjorie earlier. I'm not exactly sure if that was her with the REM responses. But I have been told that if I lay on the bed, it's supposed to get active. I don't know. So I don't know. I'm gonna go in here. I'm probably gonna run Ghost Tube for a little bit and see how things go. Ghost Tube, maybe do a couple of EVPs or so. We'll see what happens. All right, Ghost Tube is firing up. Shout out Amy's Crypt. Boom, we're cooking. So hello, my name is Dylan. Oh wait, how could I forget? We do our solos in IR. So guys, this is what this room is about to look like. Are you ready? Because I'm not. Oh good. What? Convicted? Is that what that said? Convicted. I don't know what to make of that. Whoa. Oh, there's a mirror over there. I was like, what is going on right now? Okay. I think that's what I saw. There's two mirrors right here. What the? Holy. What was that? Oh, that scared me. Someone just shushed me though. Mirrors right here? What the? That was so loud. I'm trying to figure out what to do here. I tried to turn on my light to like see what was going on, but then What just happened? Someone just shushed me. And then it said go away. There was a whole lot going on. That really scared me. Holy. All right. I won't say it scared me. It caught me by surprise. Sorry. It caught me by surprise. Why do you want me to go away? Why'd you shush me? It was kind of mean.
Positively.
You positively want me to go away. All right. You don't want me to stay in the red room? I was told that men tend to get good activity in here when they're alone. One of my friends, Jared, spent some time here. Move over? Yeah, move over. Where do you want me to move over to? The other side of the room? I can't see anything, dude. It's so dark in here. All right, there's that. I guess I'll move to the other side of the room. I'm trying to look through my viewfinders so I don't hit any of these gorgeous antiques or the door. Oh, almost hit the bedpost. It's so dark in here, dude. Oh my gosh. All right.
It's coming.
It's coming. Oh, good. What does that mean? What's coming? What does that mean? Does it not? Bribed? Dream. Brother, I wish I was. All right. Little background for you guys. So, I guess it's yesterday morning. Now, yesterday morning, we filmed Lep Castle until about 5:30 in the morning, and then it got haunted in the room that we were both sleeping in. So, we stayed up for a little bit, ended up seeing the sunrise, essentially. Got maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours of sleep, and then spent all day just trying to kill some time, pretty much. And then immediately came here. And from here, we're going to the airport to go to Edinburgh, Scotland, to start our UK trek. So, it's been just one long day. So believe me, I love it, but I'm a little tired right now. So I'd love to be dreaming, can't lie. This life is a dream though. It is super cool. I'm super fortunate to be able to travel. So thank you guys for liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, and joining the membership because it helps out a ton. The first 3 are free 99 BT dubs. Anyways, that's enough of the promos. Who's coming? I never got a solid answer about that. Is someone on their way that doesn't want me here?
Chapel.
Chapel? Ooh, that's weird. Because the chapel was originally connected right to the library, the Masonic library. That little secret door I pointed out leads straight to the chapel. Was whoever I was talking to in the library? Bathroom? I don't think there's a bathroom connected to here, is there? Unless I said they followed me to the bathroom. Fortunate. Did you follow me? Have you been following me all night? Did you follow me into the bathroom? I feel like it's kind of a barrier we shouldn't cross, man. That's kind of crazy. If so.
Ceremony.
Are we interrupting a ceremony going on? Is there a wedding? Or some other celebration going on that we've been interrupting all night?
Joyce.
Joyce? It's saying a lot right now.
Move it.
Move it. Can you make a noise? Like a really loud noise to let me know that you're here? Are you in this room with me right now? Are you in the red room?
In the dark.
In the... Yeah, we're in the...
I liked you.
In the dark, I like you. Whoa, I think we're moving kind of fast here, Spirit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know your name. Sorry. What is your name, though? Like, actually. I'm glad you like me. That's grand. Do you want me to lay on the bed? That's kind of crazy. It said in the dark and then I like you. That's, what are we talking about right now? Hold on. Do you want me to lay on the bed and do some EVPs? With that little silver box that should be able to pick up your voice? I can spend the last bit doing that to see if I can hear your voice. Maybe that'll be a little bit easier to use. If you want me to do that, if you want me to lay on the bed and use the voice recorder, either confirm through GhostTube right here, or make a really loud noise, make your presence known for me, okay?
Died.
Died.
Jared.
Jared, yo! So Jared had his experience here. That's kind of crazy, actually. No, Jared's fine. We just...
I can't.
I can't dream? Okay, here, how about this? I'll lay down next to you, okay? Guys, how did I end up here? Is this ghost trying to rizz me up right now? Drop a comment, let me know, because this is getting kind of crazy. I'm going to try to do some EVPs now, okay? That's a little silver box. Try to speak into it when you see the red light, okay? This is so weird, guys. What am I doing right now? You ever stop and think, how did I end up here? You know, you're doing something in your life. You're like, wait a minute. What decisions did I make to end up here? I'm in the middle of Ireland right now, laying in a bed in a haunted castle because a ghost said they liked me and they can't dream. Anyway, let's see if we get any EVPs though. You ready? On the count of 3, I'm going to start this. Put it right on my chest. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Is this what you wanted me to do? Are you usually lonely over here? Is that why you wanted me to come to this room? Is there someone here who doesn't like us, who wants us to leave? All right, let's see what we got. This is crazy. I can't believe I'm doing this right now. Let's see what we got.
Is this what you wanted me to do? Are you sure
There's something right there.
this is what you wanted me to do?
Does that say lay with me? It sounds like yes, something, something, and then like lay with me.
This is what you wanted me to do? Are you usually lonely over here? Is that why you wanted me to come to this room? Is there someone here who doesn't like us, who wants us to leave?
I'm so confused right now. I mean, that lines up with what I was getting when I was standing on that side of the room, but I thought I was like amongst friends now. I thought we were cool because I came over to this side of the room. Okay. I'm gonna try one more session, I think, before I leave. This has been a weird night. What a weird way to end the night. But I'm gonna see if I can get some answers. And then I'm gonna put my shoes back on and quickly skedaddle out of this room. I'm gonna put the DR60 just on me. Not on me, on the bed next to me. And we'll see if maybe the answers are a little bit nicer, a little bit clearer. 3, 2, 1. Do you remember, Jared? If you want me to leave you alone, can you scream as loud as you can into the mic? Can you tell me good night or goodbye, please? All right, let's see what we got. Play back.
Do you remember, Jared? If you want me to leave you alone, can you scream as loud as you can into the mic? Can you tell me good night or goodbye, please?
Thought I maybe heard a good night. Nothing super clear. Guys, we always recommend for Haunted Nights videos that you wear headphones so you can hopefully hear the noises that we hear live in person, and maybe you can make the EVPs out a little bit better as we're listening together. What a weird night. I came into this, seemed like, you know, someone super negative was hanging out over here. They didn't want me in the room at all. And then all of a sudden I come over to this side of the bed. They're super friendly. They're, you know, they want to be my friend. They like me, super cool. W Ghost Riz. But I don't know who was yelling. That seemed like it was the first person who wasn't too hyped to see me. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out of bed, put my shoes on, and head downstairs to recap with Steve. What a weird night. What a weird way to end the night. Not at all where I thought this was going to go. I'm going to be honest with you. So, sorry. Didn't mean to overstay our welcome if we did. I'm very confused now. You wanted me to get in the bed with you, and then you didn't want me to, I guess. Or maybe I'm in like a ghost love triangle or something. I don't even know what's going on, dude, at this point. But, I don't know. I'll show you guys what the Red Room looks like real quick before I dip out. Thank you for talking with us all throughout the night and allowing us into your home. Hope wherever you are, you find peace at the end of the day. And we hope to come back soon. So, I don't know. I think that's going to be a wrap on tonight's investigation.
All right, guys, with Dylan solo being done, it is officially a wrap on our investigation here at Charleville Castle and our Ireland videos from this portion of the trip.
Guys, this place was so cool because I feel like throughout the entire night we were talking to different layers of this place's history, because while the structure may exist from the 1790s or the 1800s, the history of this land goes all the way back to the Roman times. So there's so much history just in all of Ireland.
Yeah, it's something we've never experienced before, obviously, with investigations. It's something we've been getting used to the last few days. We have a lot more places to come up. Charleville Castle was a very strange night. It wasn't as intense as I thought it was going to be in some spots, but we definitely had some very intelligent activity throughout the night, especially in the basement, and you set up in the Red Room there. So really cool place. I'm excited to come back here at some point. Make sure you check out all the stuff down below. We plugged them down there. The owners here, Connie and Bonnie, are incredible. They have saved this place. It didn't have a roof when they took it over. They've established the trust here. They're bringing this place back. Everything is run by volunteers here, guys, so show them some love. We wouldn't be able to come here if it wasn't for them. Go check out their stuff, but I think somewhere we're gonna have to come back to.
Yeah, 100%, and we're about to head to the UK. So right after this, we're going straight to the airport. Yeah. We're flying into Edinburgh, and our trip to the UK begins. So I'm excited to see what Scotland has in store as well.
Let's go get on a plane.